Hello Internet Allies, how you doing? So, I have a little announcement, which is I might be getting paid to be making TikToks soon, which is really exciting despite not having many followers. This will be making TikToks for other people. So to celebrate this momentous occasion, what I'm going to do is talk about some of my favourite TikTok creators today and give them all a big shout out because it's what they deserve. TikTok has also been a great community feel for me. It's been one of my special interests over the past couple of years. It helped me loads to get through the pandemic. And I've even made a few friends from TikTok as well. I've never met them in real life, but they're like online friends. But they're still they still seem like really, really nice people. And today I just want to kind of just show my appreciation for some of my favourite TikTokers. So here we go, ba-bam. So I'm going to start off by talking about a few of the people I've made friends with on TikTok because they have been incredibly supportive of me and my content, and I'm supportive of theirs as well. So the first TikToker that I'm going to mention that I've become friends with is a TikTok account known by the name of Geeky Crafts. What he does is he posts like collectibles and things that he's made that are to do with some of the things in pop culture that he really, really loves. So this is stuff like Disney, Marvel, Once Upon a Time, anything like that. You know, so sometimes he also makes like birthday cakes and whatnot, and tea birthday cakes which look amazing and whatnot, and I kind of really want one, to be honest. Yeah, it's like maybe I'll like ask for like a cake from him for like for my next birthday, maybe. Another one of my friends that I've made on TikTok is Imagine Jamie. So Imagine Jamie, he is really funny. He makes TikToks sort of that are quite satirical. You know, a lot of them are like based on him like working in retail, sort of like growing up, going on nights out, etc. kind of thing. You know, some like are like babysitting his like nephew or whatever. He's actually opened his own online clothes shop, which he's selling clothes with his own designs on, which I have a few of them because they are like really, really cool, some of them, and I really like the one that's based on like Spirited Away, the Spirited Away dragon. There's one based on that. There's one based on the Egyptian god Anubis, but like coloured by Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night. There's a Halloween one which I really like, Halloween top which I really like, and I think there's like a wolf one that I bought like last summer which I really like as well. He does have some really great designs on his online shop as well, so please go check them out, check out his TikTok, etc. Next up, I'm going to talk about my other TikTok friend, probably the first friend I made on TikTok, Vincent. So he is a trans guy who makes content sort of based around his life, really, to be honest. So it's kind of like his life about like being trans and whatnot, and sort of, you know, sort of like some maybe the struggles that, you know, he's gone through as a transgender man and whatnot. Unfortunately, you know, I do think like that it's definitely important to be extremely supportive of transgender people no matter what they choose to identify as. It's good that, you know, you highlight sort of struggles that they may go through, really, because it makes us like aware, like people who aren't transgender, aware of the struggles they may go through and how we can best support them. However, he also posts like some kind of more light-hearted stuff. You know, like sometimes he'll post like stuff like travel blogs, kind of stuff like that, like things that he does with his boyfriend. So all kind of really nice stuff and whatnot. So you know, and I do genuinely enjoy his content as well. So there you go. It is kind of more sort of like a bit of like a day in the life kind of thing. A bit like myself, really. I kind of like just kind of post stuff about myself and my interests as well. So another TikTok creator that I've become friends with, his name is Dominic, and I really hope I pronounced your name right, and I'm really sorry if I haven't. Dominic, he makes content based on like Pokemon, Drag Race, the occasional like dating story as well and whatnot, and yeah, like, you know, we've become quite good friends online and whatnot. I mean, yeah, he lives in New York, so, you know, probably meeting up like might be a bit difficult, but yeah, like I think if I'm ever in New York, like, you know, I'd be happy to meet up. And to be honest, like, you know, it's kind of like thinking when I was actually in New York, I kind of wish I knew Dominic, because I think we'd really, really get on. And I think like Kieran, who I went to New York with, I think he'd really like Dominic as well. Dominic also has a YouTube channel, like, with content that I have really enjoyed as well and whatnot. And what I love is his enthusiasm on his YouTube channel as well. And so definitely worth checking out both his YouTube channel and his TikTok channel as well, especially if you do like Pokemon and Drag Race. So another friend I've made on TikTok, even though we don't really talk as much as maybe some of my other friends on TikTok, still worth mentioning her. Her name's Serena Kelly, I think. I hope I pronounced your name right again. So again, like with like a lot of other TikTok friends I have, I think that we actually do share like a lot of similar interests, especially when it comes to like YouTube. We've got similar tastes in YouTubers. She also makes sort of like transition videos, which are pretty cool and whatnot. And also, yeah, videos where she does sort of, you know, like talk about like some of her favourite YouTubers or whatever, or show off some of her favourite YouTubers. I think she's still got like Dan and Phil plushies, you know, so I really love Dan and Phil. Love Smash as well, she loves Smash. She also posts stuff like about the kind of music that she likes. She's really into sort of like emo kind of music and whatnot. And again, she actually has a YouTube channel where she does kind of post like, you know, about the music that she loves listening to as well. And, you know, and to be honest, I do enjoy some like emo stuff, to be honest, like, you know, and I think I do go through phases where I do like listen to emo stuff, like, and whatnot, you know. I mean, I might be kind of having a bit of a resurgence of an emo phase sometimes. I don't know, but there you go. So another person I follow on TikTok, who also follows me on TikTok, is Lou Bear Brown. And I really love his content because he's really funny, and he kind of like takes a mickey out of like people who are in the performing arts industry. Like, he comes from a performing arts background himself. So for example, it's like, you know, your friend who wants everyone to know that they do ballet kind of thing, and they just doing like ballet poses just in like normal conversation and whatnot. And I love how like he makes fun of like singers as well, some singers such as like Lana Del Rey, you know, sort of like, well, what would Lana Del Rey be like if she was British? What would Lloyd be like, you know, if she was British? So things like that. So yeah, and I do genuinely enjoy his content, and I think like we connected on TikTok after I think I kind of stitched one of his videos, because like one of his videos kind of got stuck in my head like for absolutely ages. And I think it was like where like he was making fun of like Lady Gaga's like art pop album. Now I'm going to talk about a few TikTokers who, even though we're not mutually connected on TikTok, we're not friends on TikTok, I'm still following them. And I find their content really engaging, really inspiring. I just genuinely just really enjoy their content. So I'm going to follow on from Lou Bear Brown to somebody else who is in a bit of a performing arts background now, because he's a musical theatre student, and his name is Tate Wolverson. So Tate, he posts occasional musical theatre reviews, whatnot, from West End shows that you've seen. But my favourite content from Tate is his affirmations, his positive affirmations, and his content to do with like mental health and self-love. You know, for example, like creating vision boards, you know, promoting healthy mental health habits, like taking yourself on dates and stuff. But yeah, like his positive affirmations have really helped and inspired me this year, because it's just helped me to have a bit more of like a positive attitude and outlook on life and whatnot. And, you know, it's inspired me to like write myself like a positive affirmation like every single day this year. And it's also inspired me to sort of think about what I'm grateful for. It's inspired me to think about the things I like about myself as well. Another TikToker who's really big on positivity that I really love, her name is Serena Kelly, and her TikTok name is Natural Deodorant. And what I really love about her content is, like I say, it's really positive and whatnot, and she always tries to put a positive spin on things, but at the same time it's hilarious because it's always quite chaotic and quite aggressive with the positivity, I think, sometimes as well. So it'll be like So you know, she could be like this like really sweet person, but she's kind of a bit mad. So for example, she'll be like, in the autumn, I love getting a warm pumpkin spice latte because it fuels me for battle. Yeah, so it's kind of stuff like that, you know. And I think like a lot of my friends say that I'm a bit like her. What I really love about Serena's TikToks is that they are really feel good, wholesome, and positive. And she does have like some sketches on her TikTok channel as well, where like, you know, she's playing like a witch and she's trying to produce spells to like enhance her life and whatnot and make like nice wholesome things happen. Or where she's like living with a witch. So that's pretty cool as well. And yeah, like TikTok's all about feeling good and positivity, even if it is sometimes a bit aggressive and a bit chaotic. But I love that. I'm totally here for chaotic positivity, aggressive positivity, whatever. And finally is a TikToker who I love watching again with my parents, and his name is Ellis Lloyd Jones. Very Welsh name that. And as his name may imply, and as the Welshness may imply, he's very Welsh. I'm half Welsh, so this is like absolutely perfect, you know. So yeah, he makes like lots of really funny TikToks and whatnot, and they're about like all sorts of things, really, to be honest. Some are about like his like Welsh pride. Could be about being Welsh about pride. It could also be about like, you know, he might be like dressing up as like a character or something like that. You know, maybe like a bit of like a larger than life like drag character or whatever. Sometimes he reviews books. Sometimes he does all sorts, really, to be honest. But he's just really, really funny and just very, very Welsh. You know, there's definitely like a few Gavin and Stacey references in there as well, thrown in there for good measure as well. You know, sometimes he will end up like quoting like Gavin and Stacey as well. There's been like a recent like TikTok series he's done where like, you know, he's merged like the character of Scarlet Witch and Multiverse of Madness with Nessa. So it's like Multiverse of Madness. From Gavin and Stacey. So yeah, it's like, oh, strange, where's Choose My Kids? You know, things like that. But yeah, content really, really good. I love it. And my family love Ellis as well. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know in the comments who your favourite TikTokers are. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Until next time, please bye. Bye.